Now I would like to invite Amipara Bhaiya for putting up his sharing. Namaste Bhaiya.
Namaste Didi, Namaste Gopal Bhaiya, Namaste to all co-explorers.
Ji Bhaiya. So we have Dr. Amipara Manilal ji with us today. He did his introductory face-to-face workshop in 2015. Then in 2020 he got connected to UHV2 and refresher courses. In UHV for UHV3 he did it in 2024. As a volunteer, he is involved in many activities like regional language translation, a co-facilitator for introductory and UHV2 workshop, feedback analysis of face-to-face workshop, weekly meetings, morning sessions both. Also has been part of conference, national and international, and also is working as a member of face-to-face planning meeting. With that, we would invite Bhaiya to put up his sharing. Over to you, Bhaiya. Namaste.
Thank you, Didi, for my introduction. Let me briefly introduce my family. I am Dr. Ami Para, former principal, born and brought up in a middle-class family. I am blessed with two daughters and two grandchildren. Elder one is a commerce graduate, and son-in-law has its own business and settled in Rajkot. Younger one is a doctor, and son-in-law is IT engineer. They are settled in Pune. I am presently staying in Junagadh with my wife. Uh, I retired as an engineering college principal, and my UC journey, as Didi said, it was started long back. Uh, my inner journey is going on, and I firmly believe that it is to be carried out throughout the life. Uh, Coming to exercises, exercise one, step one. I am able to observe self by self towards my imagination, desire, thought, and expectations without reaction. Sometimes it drifts here and there, but becomes aware and brings back. Basically, I believe it is to be observed throughout the day. But most of the time I am able to observe, but in between it drifts sometime. But as I get aware and come back to the observations. Step two, after UHV, with right understanding, unpleasant imaginations and wrong expectations are stopped by self-awareness of natural acceptance. In turn, in the state of happiness. Step three, before UHV, I used to be in a disharmony because of preconditioning and based on the wrong understanding, mainly thinking was self-centered and body is a self. Now understood that self and body are two separate realities and coexist. Able to see relationship in other self also and understand others' point of view. Also able to observe that others may have their own competency and their competency lead to the behavior. Now their own way. Why should I feel bad for their behavior within me? I should accept everyone as it is. Thus, feel of opposition does not arise and harmony maintains. Step four, I am able to understand that all the feelings decided by myself and I am 100% responsible for its outcome and its impact. Impact is more important, so responsibility lies always with me. That once that clarity is there, then I can have a better feeling and better understanding. Step four, five, before UHV, situation and surroundings used to drive the feelings due to preconditioning and sometimes sensation. And it leads to a reaction. Now started reading and responding to only necessary feelings and avoiding the unnecessary sensing. Thus, with natural acceptance based right understanding, I am responding but do not reacting. Do not react. Sometimes it drags, but most of the time I am responding. And sometimes if I get reacted, immediately I come back to the right understanding and stop reacting. And this keeps me happy and in harmony. Step 6. I am practicing natural acceptance based relationship, harmony, and coexistence. Can't say achieved but fully, but able to see most of the time and improving through continuous practices. And this practice is going on, I believe it will be throughout the life. I'm exploring within self as a happiness is innate nature and able to understand the relationship amongst my family, society, and nature as a whole. Practicing to live in relationship and be in harmony with whole nature. So this practice again will be going on throughout the life because this exploration has to continue throughout the life. Trying my best to understand coexistence in its completeness with all four levels. Understanding is getting deepened through practices. So step 7 is 6 and 7 is under practice and trying better and better. I have experiences some of the practices as a societal responsibility and observed experiences. Let me explain some of them. Previously, when an insect sensed on my body, I used to get irritated and as a reaction, hand raises to kill. But now, with feel of relationship, I smoothly drive it away rather than killing. They also got their own right to live in this, and they are also coexisting with us. So, with that understanding and relationship, I remove the insect. Normally, during discussion in public or with anyone, I put through proposals for verification and not try to convince. Now I have stopped convincing the people. Whenever there is a discussion, simply I give the proposal and leave it to them to decide. One more experience. One of my friend and his brother were neighbors. His brother worked to decided to shift his residence elsewhere by selling his property. He had a deal with discussion with the someone, and buyer wanted to show his family before he finalized. Buyer visited with his family, seen, and as a courtesy visit, they met my friend as a new neighbor. During final deal, buyer has asked with a reduced rate. Now, this has created little issue between seller and buyer. So my brother of my friend blamed that my friend must have instigated for low rate during they visited to see the house. And this is how the relation was on the verge of spoiling. Their relationship was about to spoil. When I came to know, I decided to resolve the issue. What I did is I met the buyer, purchaser, discussed with him, and understood that whether my friend instigated or not. But purchaser said no, we have not discussed anything. So what I did, I arranged the meeting at my home with my friend, his brother, and the buyer. And issue was clarified between this, and this is how amicably it was resolved. Now, coming to the exercise 2, step 1, I am able to conceive that self and body are two independent reality and coexist. Also able to observe that I am in the space, body is also in the space. Also there is a space between self and body. Step 2, exchange of information between myself and body is, is simply exchange of information, no physical connection between them. Also able to observe that sensing from four sources, that is any external input from the environment, from other self or inner chemical event sensed by the body and imagination within myself. Those are sensed by me. A- Sensed by the body, but the meaning is given by me. Step 3, self is deciding whether to read sensation or not, and also to respond or not. I am a good listener, but what to listen and when to listen is being decided by me. For example, if I have a knowledgeable people with me or a senior people with me, definitely I will listen. Otherwise, I may or may not. Step 4. While reading the sensation, I am clear that neither I am a sensation nor I am part of it. Not I am inside the sensation. I can read the sensation from any part of my body when I decide. Decision is mine. Thus, able to understand the difference of self and body. Step 5. I am interacting with my body or outside world by way of sensation. To read and to give a meaning of it is my decision. Reaction or response is based on my sanskar. I am able to now see my sanskar also, so that if it is a bad sanskar, rather than reacting, I avoid it. Only I respond it. Step 6. When my decision is based on assumption or preconditioning or a sensation, I may react. And if it is decision is based on the right understanding, I will respond. So decision normally I take is based on most of the time based on the right understanding, so that reaction can be avoided. I am trying to understand and conceive that all pervading space exists. I am in a space, body in a space, and both coexist in a space. But it is long way to go to understand it fully. These are my exercise exploration. My commitment is I am committed to work for UHV and already working as a volunteer. Say, for example, FDP face-to-face program as a facilitator in UHV 1 and 2, regional language translation, volunteer activity, panelist for the online UHV course, part of post-FDP feedback analysis team, worked as a volunteer for international and national conference, attending various meetings, including planning, RP team development, attending morning sessions, both Hindi and English, since 8th batch. As far as self-exploration is concerned, I am trying to practice for full day, but while in a busy schedule, it gets slipped and continuation is missed. Again, drawing back as soon as I recall.
Ji, thank you so much, Bhaiya. Now we would invite Gopal Bhaiya for putting up his views for your sharing. जी नमस्ते गोपाल भैया.
नमस्ते दीदी. नमस्ते भैया.
Namaste, Gopal Bhaiya.
जी. So good to hear from you, Bhaiya. And you are attending sessions for a long time. And
Ji, I am joined from
with
since 8th batch.
Ji. And you are listening and you are becoming aware day by day. Your awareness is increasing day by day. So that is very nice. And the first step is awareness. And that is increasing in you day by day. And second thing is practice to put our views in the form of proposal is also a very good way to communicate with others. So whenever we put our views in the form of proposal, it means I am able or I am ready to accept your acceptance or rejection, both. So whenever I
Ji.
put my views in the form of proposal, so I am ready for both ways. And if others' rejection create reaction in me, it means I did not put a proposal. I gave you order to accept it. So it is another indication to check within ourselves. So when I am giving proposal, it means I will accept your rejection also without any reaction inside. If your rejection is hurting me, it means I was not putting my views as a proposal. I was putting my views as an order. So when we put in the form of proposal, we are ready to accept acceptance and rejection from the other person. So this we can also check whether it is happening within us or not. And second, as you said that you are able to see relationship. So it is also good that our expansion of relationship is also increasing. So
Ji.
ultimately we are related to each unit. We are related to its space also. And it is good that day by day we are able to see our relationship with other units also. And it is ultimately relationship that will ensure feelings that are naturally acceptable to me in me. So it is good, Bhaiya. And you are participating very well. Many times you ask question, you explore it, and you are also participating in many activities, many HV activities. So nice, Bhaiya. Best wishes from my side. In case of any need, I am available for you.
Sure, Bhaiya. Thank you very much for your kind cooperation and kind wording. Actually, putting one more word that I had started practicing with. First of all, I have stopped telling, don't do this, don't do that, rather than advise what to do. Now, from don't do to what to do and what to do to the proposal. This is how I progress myself. And nowadays, I'm putting only proposals.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bhaiya, for your kind wording. Thank you.
Okay. Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste.
Thank you so much, Amipara Bhaiya, for your sharing. It was helpful for all of us.